Today, I'm taking you on a full drone tour of Eureka. We'll cover the neighborhoods, schools, cost of living, healthcare, things to do, and a few hidden costs and tax advantages most people don't find out about until after they've already signed. Stick around to the end because I'll share something about the new construction going up here and that could literally save you thousands of dollars. Let's get into it. Eureka is part of the highly rated Rockwood School District, and the main high school here is Eureka High School, one of the most well-known schools in the district. Strong academics, athletics, and after-school programs are a big reason families keep choosing this area over other suburbs along the I-44 corridor. Because Eureka is still a smaller community, the schools keep that local feel where kids aren't just a number and parents tend to stay very involved. The Rockwood School District, which serves Eureka, is one of the highest rated districts in all of Missouri. Not just the St. Louis area, the whole state. Class sizes stay manageable because this is still a smaller community. Your kids aren't just a number here. For families relocating from a bigger city, that alone is worth the move. And when it comes to healthcare, which is huge for families, Eureka has an answer most people don't expect. So yes, Eureka does have your, immediate urgent care, but for most of your needs, SSM Healthcare St. Clare Hospital in Fenton is just 15 minutes away. And it's legitimately well rated. It just earned the Pulmonary Care Excellence Award for 2025 and 2026, and its patient experience scores an 8% above the national average. For a community hospital that close to a suburb, that's a strong option for day-to-day healthcare. If you ever need major top-notch specialty care, Barnes Jewish and St. Luke's in St. Louis are both under 30 minutes. You're fully covered without ever needing to live inside the city. Now, let's talk about what all of this actually cost, because the number here might genuinely surprise you. Eureka sits in a sweet spot most suburbs at this quality level can't match. Top schools, hospital access, Six Flags in your backyard, but Eureka tends to be more affordable than a lot of West County communities like Chesterfield or Wildwood. The median resale home right now in the mid 300s, starter homes in the high 200s exist, especially in the older parts of town near downtown. Groceries, utilities, and gas are all in line with Missouri's averages, and Missouri's overall cost of living is well below the national average. Just keep the state income tax in mind when you're budgeting. Now, the biggest builder active in Eureka right now is McBride Homes, and they have 3 communities you should know about. First, Estates at Windswept Farms. Their most popular community in Rockwood School District, starting at $330 and going up to the $600,000s depending on the plan. Second, Fox Run. Their entry-level options starting around $327,000 to $400,000. Solid for first-time homebuyers, built with the Gulf side access. Third, Polo Grounds Estates. Their premium line starting from the 370s and going up to the 500s for larger move-in ready homes. Now, here's something most buyers walk into those model homes alone will never hear. Both Polo Ground communities carry a Eureka zip code, but they actually sit across the county border into Jefferson County. The homes still attend Rockwood schools like Eureka High School, so you're still paying Rockwood school taxes. The difference is homes sit in Jefferson County instead of St. Louis County, which can sometimes mean slightly lower property taxes overall. That means your property taxes are assessed by Jefferson County, not St. Louis County. Depending on the specific lot, that difference can add up to hundreds of dollars a year. It's worth knowing before you fall in love with a floor plan, which is exactly why having someone in your corner before you walk into the model home matters more than most people realize. The builder sales agent works for the builder, not you. They are not going to flag what I just told you. What most people don't know is that you can have your own agent represent you at zero cost. The developer pays my entire commission. Whether it's me or another realtor, please have someone in your corner before you sign that contract. My number is on the screen. If it's just a quick question or you want me to send listings and help you with relocation, do not hesitate to call or text. Location is one of Eureka's biggest advantages. Sitting on the bottom left corner in St. Louis County, straight shot east on I-44, 35 minutes to downtown St. Louis on a normal day, maybe 45 in rush hour. You're also just minutes from Fenton, Baldwin for the shopping and dining. Not much public transit though, so you'll need a car, but that I-44 access is genuinely one of the cleanest commutes of any suburb at this price point. And that same I-44 puts Six Flags St. Louis literally 10 minutes from your front door. Eureka is literally home to the Six Flags St. Louis, a major theme park 10 minutes from your front door. If you've got kids, or honestly, even if you don't, that's just part of life here. Personally, I've lived in Eureka for half of my life, and during spring breaks, my mom would drop me and my friends off, and we could spend literal days there. Beyond Six Flags, you've got Hidden Valley Ski Resort in your next town over, just a few minutes away in Wildwood. Yes, we have skiing and tubing. Eureka also has Brookdale Farms, which was actually my neighbor. They throw events for basically every holiday and every event, from pumpkin patches, mazes, hay rides, wedding events, hot air balloon events, giant lantern fest, concerts, Mudfest, and much more. You've also got the Timbers of Eureka, which is their recreation center. It kind of mimics a YMCA, with outdoor pools, indoor gymnasium for pickleball, volleyball, baseball, and a full fitness center, and much more. The Merrimack River also runs right through this area. My family would go on day-long tubing trips, kayaking, fishing, but no, it's not for everyone, as there can be some currents and trees, that will go in your path. The city has over 4 miles of maintained trails. Lions Park is where me and my wife love to go on the paved walkways, ride our bikes on our one wheel, having tons of fun watching the baseball games on the tons of fields and picnics that they have all around. Downtown Eureka has a real Main Street energy. Local shops, restaurants, community events, parades, and farmers markets. And then you've got all of your chains along the I-44 corridor, besides Six Flags like Walmart and fast food restaurants. But the local spots downtown are worth making a regular stop, with fresh food options around the corner, right off the I-44 exit, having Schnucks. This town has a genuine sense of a place even as it keeps growing fast. And right now, the market is giving buyers more room to breathe than they have ever had. Eureka has cooled from its 2022 peak. Inventory has opened up and sellers are more willing to negotiate. 3-bedroom home resales are moving in the mid 300s. McBride is actively offering rate buydowns, closing cost credits on select quick move-in homes right now. Homes under $350,000 are still moving fast, sometimes with multiple offers. And above the $400,000 mark, you've got a real negotiating room, and the builders right now are motivated to close inventory. But before you start touring, there are a few things I want to make sure you know first. First, most of the newer McBride neighborhoods have HOA fees. Some are reasonable, some are not. Always ask before you tour, because it changes your real monthly payment. Second, some areas near the highway and the Merrimack River sit in or near flood zones, which means higher homeowners insurance. And trust me, I know this because my family and I have lost our home in 2015 due to a major flood that not only affected Eureka, but all of St. Louis, causing us to, lose our home. And just something that you need to know that can, add on hundreds of dollars a month to your cost if your home's in the flood map. So I will definitely put a flood map in the description below. Third, Eureka is growing fast, and less room for making new homes can cause home prices to rise. And fourth, your zip code says Eureka, but your tax bill could be in Jefferson County assessed, and it takes 5 minutes to verify which county a lot is in. Do it before you make an offer, not after. Eureka is a genuinely great place to live. You got your top rated Rockwood schools, SSM St. Clare Hospital 15 minutes away, Six Flags in your backyard, new construction from McBride starting in the 300s, and easy I-44 access to everything St. Louis has to offer, with a small town feel you just can't manufacture. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or relocating to Eureka, give me a call or shoot me a text. My number is on the screen. I work with a lot of relocating families in the area, and I know these communities inside and out. And if you want to see the full in-person walkthrough tour of Eureka, the neighborhoods and parks and the everyday life everyone actually feels here, the video is coming very soon, so hit subscribe so you don't miss it.